Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. With me is Erik Johansson, one of our teachers at LSAT Demon and the producer of these podcasts. Erik, we've got an email in front of us from Anonymous.
Anonymous writes, "Hello, I'm beginning to look into law school, but am concerned about my undergraduate grades. I went to one of the top 5 liberal arts colleges in the United States, Wellesley College, but Wellesley has grade deflation. I did manage to get a 3.73, but that's obviously less than the 3.8 or 3.9 I would have gotten at schools without grade deflation. When I apply to law school, Wellesley does send a note with my transcript saying they were actively enforcing grade deflation during my undergraduate degree, and the class average was required to be a C. Have you ever heard of that, Nate? Schools providing a note with a transcript saying, by the way, we were actively enforcing grade deflation?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they would be making a note of that when they do it so that they hopefully don't hurt their graduates.
Yeah. Anonymous continues, however, Wellesley isn't as well known as other undergraduate programs with grade deflation, such as MIT or University of Chicago. Will this matter substantially when I apply? Also, not sure if this matters, but my cold LSAT score was 150, and I'm hoping to spend the next year studying for the LSAT and take it in spring or summer of 2025.
150 is a great diagnostic, Anonymous, and if you can get that up 20 points, which we see people do all the time in LSAT Demon, you'll be applying with solid grades and a great LSAT, which will make you an excellent candidate wherever you apply. I would definitely write an addendum. You know, the schools may or may not see this note from Wellesley. I would write a very short addendum that just says Wellesley was practicing grade deflation while I was an undergrad. The class average was required, class average in all my classes was required to be a C. I wouldn't really say much more.
Yeah, a 3.73 is what, an A minus average?
Yeah, you could point. Yeah, 3.7 would be an A minus. So yeah, I mean, getting A minuses if the average grade is supposed to be a C, it's clear that you're excelling there. So I wouldn't say too much, by way of opinions or anything. I would just keep it kind of short and tight. But you absolutely could say my schools had grade deflation, as noted by, if there's a note on your transcript or something, you could say something along those lines. But the purpose of this addendum is to help schools evaluate my academic transcripts. Wellesley was practicing grade deflation while I was there. The average grade in my classes was required to be a C. My 3.73 puts me in the class rank of, maybe if you have access to class rank, that could be helpful there. If you're in the top 10% of your class or whatever, you could point that out.
Yeah, that would be nice to include. And don't speculate, like the line that you include. I know this is just an email to us, but you say, obviously, that's less than the 3.8, 3.9 I would have gotten. Don't do any of that kind of speculation about what you would have done at other schools. Just stick to the facts. If you can say, hey, I got an A minus at a C average school, that's already, I think,
totally
the best case you can make for yourself.
Yep. Yeah. And some schools might not even notice. And it might actually hurt you at some schools. Some schools might just not pay any attention to that. They're going to say, I don't care because we have to report you as a 3.73. You're going to lower our median. So I don't really care. But other schools might notice it. And especially if you have the high LSAT. The thing is, if you try to apply with a 155 and you're 3.73, that whole story just kind of falls flat. But if you apply with the 170 and the 3.73 and the note about grade deflation, then they can have the opportunity to think that, oh, maybe they found a diamond in the rough here. So the addendum can help with that. But the LSAT's the thing that's going to really make a difference. You're going to catch their attention with the high LSAT.
Thanks, Anonymous. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.